evening, everyone, and welcome to Sonoma Raceway for the West Coast Sim Racing GR Cup Championship Finale. Tonight we're racing the Sonoma Cup Long Layout, one of the most technical and punishing versions of this track. Like always, tonight is 45 minutes ahead of us, as well as that competition caution at or around 20 minutes in. And while the championship picture, it looks pretty simple on paper, the pressure is very tight tonight. Andrew Bown comes into the race leading the championship. Looks like he's not even registered with us tonight, and that's exactly what he needed. He just needed to finish this race without any penalties, and Bown will be our Cup champion. But it's really out there, our battles up there for second, third. Also look at fourth, fifth, and sixth within those point standings. Very tight championship battles all the way throughout the point standings there. Stone, Slater, Brandon Birch, Nico Colby. How about Joey Rainey out there tied 5th and 6th? Josh Hunter, Joe Rainey, Benjamin Forehand, and Dylan Based. Welcome into our season finale here tonight. I think you all know who it is at this point in time. It's Sean Stam, live here on Stam Studio Network for some West Coast Sim Racing GR Cup action tonight. Tonight we have this 16-turn, 2.5-mile behemoth. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's NASCAR long layout, one of my favorite layouts here of the track, dealing with that carousel as well. You see heading out there throughout turns 7, 8, and 9. 65-degree Fahrenheit temperature, 0% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and 4-mile-per-hour winds to our backs, shoving us down there up and into turn 1. Here's our starting grid here tonight. It's the one, it's the only Jeremy Fletcher out of GFR Esports slaps it on the pole with the 142.195 championship night. He is suited, he is booted, ready to go. I got my virtual, at least business suit on here up in the booth. It'll be Brandon Birch. He has had, this whole season out here for him. Brandon Birch comes into the points, into this race, 4th in the point standings. He'll start up there outside on the front row. Nico Colby, Stone Colby, Slater Colby. There's the triple Colby action that we've all come to know and love. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. How about Benjamin Forehand, a Scott Adams driver, development driver. He'll be racing with us tomorrow night out at Sebring as well. Marvin Samayoa, Joe Rainey, Amethyst Reese, Aliexe, as well as Josh Hunter and Jake Steckler out here running out the top 12. And our most important race of the season, it'll be Glenn Breton, Andreas Grafana, our Italian out there 13th, 14th. Darren Colby, the father of the triple Colby action up there running 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's Igor Ritzkov out there in 16th. How about our league owner? It's the one, it's the only Warren Johnson. He'll start P17. Colton Juarez, Christian McInerney, they're starting 19th position. That's going to round out our 19 driver grid here tonight. Hopefully you are all doing well. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. We appreciate each and every single one of you down there in YouTube land. We see already Moonlight Dancer in the YouTube chat, as well as Terry. We got Dylan Bass joining that chat as well, saying couldn't make it to the grid, but he is here for the stream. Well, Dylan, it is sad there because I saw you. Yeah, I saw you put down quite a lap there. I thought they were within our qualifying effort. I don't think so, though. So it's Jeremy Fletcher who's going to lead us out there on towards coming to the green flag here after a quick, short pace lap. If you're just now joining in here, it's Sean Stam, Stam Studio Network, producing, directing, commentating the show, and this is our last race of Season 3 for West Coast Sim Racing's GR Cup. Andrew Bown should be our champion if there is no penalties given to him tonight, but since he is not out here on our virtual track, which I will say I think is the safe move there, Andrew Bown should be crowned as our champion. But remember, we have so many tight point battles out here throughout the whole race field. Definitely going to have to keep an eye on Stone and Slater tonight, as well as I think Nico Colby and Joe Rainey coming into this race tied with one another. We're going to get them slowed down here, re-racked, restacked, just like we will see for that competition caution at or around 20 minutes into the race. It's a cool day out here, the coolest temperatures that we could set this track out here at Sonoma Raceway. It's a virtual great weather day here out here in Sonoma. Couldn't be better for some more season finale action. Jeremy Fletcher, our pole sitter, our Daytona Mazda Race 2 winner, is going to bring us to the green flag out here out of turns 15 and 16, weaving jiving, getting all sorts of temp and pressure into those Continental GR86 tires. And a little bit of a late race restart zone here. Jeremy Fletcher, the start is on you. Brendan Birch is that baby blue Apex Motor Club Toyota GR86 right on the outside. Nico Colby, he's on the inside line, and then Stone Colby, outside line, row 2. There's Slater in that big old red Toyota GR86. Green flag is out here tonight for our championship race from Sonoma Raceway. We already have an incident down there. It's Igor Reitzkov, he's involved, so is Darren Colby, so is Andreas Profana. We'll get back up here towards the front of the pack as Jeremy Fletcher still continues to lead. Nico Colby P2. There's Slater, he works his way up to P3. It was side by side for 2 rows back out there going up and throughout turns 2 and 3 and 4. It'll be side by side for the race lead. Nico Colby tries to make that outside line work, not able to make it happen. We have another spinner out there in the back of the pack. That's going to be Marvin Samayoa, the Marvin Tater who goes around. Looks like he'll get it right back and pointed back the right way. We'll get to some race replays in a few moments' time, but right now it's back up towards the front of the pack. Almost contact with Nico Colby and Jeremy Fletcher as they make their way down and off of the track strip section there. Nico's still trying to make that outside line work. Jeremy continued to play the inside line, the more defensive line, not allowing Nico Colby to make a move. Slater versus Stone, that's P3 and P4. Remember, that's going to be our championship battle for P2 and P3. Who gets the better number on their plaque out here after the runnings tonight? Nico Colby starting to give a little bit of a bump draft action to Jeremy Fletcher's rear bumper on this opening lap of our championship race. Nice starts for that, but the first 5 to 10 drivers. Brendan Birch, he'll fall back to at least a P5. Whoa, nice save there for Slater Colby going within our kind of reverse Martinsville corner out here tonight. He's going to get, I mean, the rear end was slideways out there on Stone Colby's purple Apex Motor Club machine. Looks like he'll save that and also save his P2 potential battle in the championship run. Amethyst Reese, she works her way up to P6. That's 3 spots gained since the green flag has dropped. Jeremy Fletcher continuing to lead out up front, lap 2 of the race. Looking at that rear bumper cam, you can start to see that front right suspension dive itself hard and into that racetrack as we're going right back up the hill we go and back down the hill we go, both off camber as well as off hill, off elevation as well. Oh, Amethyst Reese gets the Sharon Tater curse and the Crystal Gems 037 machine. She'll get it righted back the right way, but unfortunately going to lose quite a bit of positions in time doing so. It's our league owner who is in a really tight battle out here, and driver number 13, it's Christian. He is also side by side with Benjamin Forand, which is our Scott Adams driver development. Excuse me, Scott Adams driver development. I did have it right there, running that neon yellow and black Toyota GR86 machine. There's a little bit of contact out there coming back up the hill as Christian will have to fall back there to P13, but still a nice night here for this driver out of Skidmark Sim Racing. Christian's up 6 spots right now. That is our driver on the move. Right now tied with Warren Johnson as most spots gained since the drop of the green flag. Speaking of Warren Johnson, he is in an immaculate battle right now over Benjamin Forand. Benjamin trying to get some spots back out here that he had lost on the start of the race. Turn 15, it's a great spot to do it. Looks like Benjamin tried to look down the inside on corner entrance, then slotted right back into line. Then you see Benjamin, he's able to get right side by side, and that's, I know they love me when I say it, door quarter clear for Benjamin Forand over Warren Johnson. That's for P11 and P12. Back up to the race lead, Fletcher continues to flex it out there out up front. Nico Colby in his Apex Motor Club Toyota GR86 machine. Although Nico comes into the race P5 within the point standings. Remember, him and Joey essentially were tied coming into the points battle here for 5th and 6th position. Although no Joey out here tonight, Nico's going to continue to try to keep this battle up here side by side for the race lead. Tries to make that outside line work once again, and maybe trying to get Jeremy Fletcher to let his guard down to allow Slater to Colby to slide it down the inside. Pause. Slater not able to do so there, but he's going to regroup. He's going to rearm, as well as Nico Colby going to look side by side once again. He is continuing to get closer and closer to that door panel of Jeremy Fletcher, but that's not going to be the contact. The contact there was from the front left quarter panel of Slater Colby. Here's a quick look at that one, and then we'll also take a look at the drop of the green flag. Oh, man, it's tight out here tonight. It's a game of inches, game of centimeters. Remember, Stone and Slater right there fighting for second in the championship battle, but man, I really don't think that's anything egregious right there. That's Slater just, I think, a tiny bit too deep in the braking zone, or maybe Nico braked a little too early there. Didn't quite have the right camera shot, but we're looking back out to this battle for the race lead. Jeremy Fletcher, now he's going to start to do what I saw him do in practice. He really opens up that entrance into turn 16. Really has a nice, hell of a run of momentum out there off of going back and into turn 1 here as Slater Colby gets right back onto that rear bumper of our race leader. Stone, he's up to P3. Brendan Birch works his way back up to P4. Nico Colby running P5 after that little bit of a mishap there. Also, Josh Hunter. Josh Hunter, he came into the race 7th in our point standings. He's still fighting for some right to party in that student driver number 81 machine tonight. Josh, he's up 5 spots as we drop in green. Oh, Benjamin Forant, here we go. Glenn Bratton going at it. Glenn's going to run 4 tires off the racetrack and into that dirty gravel. That's going to lose so much speed and momentum for that 289 machine. Really allow Warren Johnson to slot right back into that battle for 12th and 11th position. Here we're going to look at a real quick battle between the Rainey Homes Racing. It's the one, it's the only Joe Rainey right now holding off a hard-charging Jake Steckler. Jake, he started, that would be 12th position tonight, already back and up to 8th position. Trying to pass here, Joe Rainey. We'll hop on board here with Jake Steckler out of the S's section, as well as throughout the whole rest of the lap here. This is pretty fun, kind of downhill, as well as technical part. Want to be careful on those, careful on corner entrance, as well as throttle application here. Joe actually runs left side tires off of the asphalt. He's able to get it right back onto the racing line, though. Now runs just a little bit wide. Nope, just using up all the exit as he should. Jake Steckler, he's now worked himself to about a 7/10 of a second battle here between Joe Rainey. Oh man, Jake is so deep into the corner there. He cut 4/10 of a second off of that battle. 7th and 8th, getting pretty good out here. Just 7. I mean, we're still only 7 minutes down. Still about 13 minutes to go to the competition yellow. The yellow and black Rainey Homes Racing Machine playing some nice kind of defensive lines right now to not really allow Jake Steckler to make a move over that number 17. Dylan Bass says down in YouTube land, I was chasing her down a little bit yesterday saying, you know, Taco Bell, oh my God. Ashley joined us down there live in YouTube land. That's one of our Stam Studio Network members. Ashley is rooting on Stone here tonight. And Ashley, I hope you are ready for the Better Half Dash coming our way the night before Valentine's Day, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope Stone's been training you for it there, but I think Stone's got a little bit something else here on his mind, at least right now. It's going to be this battle for the race lead. Slater Colby right down around, trying to work that Nico line that we saw earlier on in the race. Not really allowed to pin that throttle pedal down as well as carry that speed off of the corner. Jeremy Fletcher doing a nice job out there, continuing to lead the pack. This time through our SS kind of roller coaster section as we'll work our way back and down the elevation hills. Oh, Slater Colby, he has a run. What does he do with it here? Oh, tried to make the outside line work, but there's no grip. There's no runoff out there as well. If he did get his left side tires off, it would have been game over. But we will look 3 wide for the race lead after what is some immaculate driving here tonight throughout all of West Coast Sim Racing. Now we'll run it 2 by 2. First, second, third, and fourth. It's still quarter panel to quarter panel there between Fletcher and Slater Colby. Stone Colby actually opted to give a little bit of a shove out there to Jeremy instead of his twin bro, because they are championship battles for P2 here tonight. Stone Colby, he pulls the switcheroo on us, takes it right back away from Slater on that outside, which actually transitions back into the inside of the track. Stone Colby takes the race lead away from Jeremy Fletcher, but for how long? Jeremy's going to set up this line back and around to the inside. Stone slams the door shut over Jeremy Fletcher. What a race this is here tonight on our season finale. West Coast Sim Racing, Stam Studio Network. You can try, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot get much better than this. Fletcher's been fletching it this whole race, but now unfortunately drops back to P2. for that #1 Toyota GR86 machine. Slater Colby, who was up there battling for that battle in position, he'll drop back to P4. He's still going to hold off Brandon Birch as well as Josh Hunter there for 6th and 7th. Golly, I gotta catch some Ray there. Just a quicker static shot as they continue to snake their way down and through the S's. Look at Brendan Birch there. I was just mentioning that battle there. It's now only 2/10 of a second. It's now less than 2/10 of a second as Nico Colby turned into a lawnmower. No, Nico, no, hang on to it there. He's gonna keep it up in front of his big old bro Slater. Back up to the race lead though, Jeremy Fletcher. He's gonna hit the crossover on Stone. Deep into the braking zone are both of these purple and white machines. Stone, he saw it coming from maybe 2 turns away, something that I didn't see until the last centimeter going into corner entrance. Jeremy Fletcher keeps it sneaky. Oh, Jeremy Fletcher contact with the race leader Stone. Oh, he didn't mean to do it. Jeremy slams on his brakes, trying to get the spot right back. Oh, no, Stone, no, Jeremy, no. Back up to the lead. This is huge. This is championship implications out here for at least P2 and P3 in our point standings. Remember, Andrew Bown should still come away with the championship tonight, but Stone and Slater, but we're going at it for P2 and that the #2 on their plaque that they will get to after this one. Slater, he is the kind of lucky dog out here after he's going to continue to live to fight another couple laps out here, although the battles for the race lead continue to be just about 2 to 3/10 of a second from one another. Here's a quick look at that race replay. Now, right in front of the grandstand section there, and man, it's I think Stone trying to open up the corner. Jeremy's trying to side draft him as hard as he can going into turns 1. We'll have to take another kind of camera angle of it there, see if we can decipher this here before we get back to live racing action. There you see it. It's game of inches, game of centimeters down there. Oh man, Stone tried to pancake the wall to keep him moving back straight. Unfortunately, not able to do so there. I hate to do it, but we got to do it real quick here, right before looking back out here to the race lead. Here's going to be a look at the start of the race. It was relatively clean. We had a couple spins. I think only one or two actually big crashes out there. I think Colton Morris as well as Marvin Samayo are the two kind of biggest crashers there. There's also the big one there that we had going into turn 1. Darren Colby, Igor Ritskov, as well as I think that's Andreas Profana in that Stam Studio Network Dynaco machine. And this is still that lap 1 of the race. Here's Colton Juarez in the #77 lime green machine. Just tries to carry a little bit too much speed through it. That rear end will loop right down and around on him. And the last incident from our opening lap of the race, it was unfortunately the Marvin Tater who was commentating with me there just last night, was it? I think it was. Oh man, same exact thing there. Just tries to carry a little bit too much speed on those cooler Continental tires. We have only about 7 minutes to go until that competition yellow flies out there at Stam Studio Network. Man, go ahead and take this last crank it up of this GR Cup season. Enjoy the sights and sound out here of Sonoma Raceway. GR86 is roaring to life. back down. Welcome back up to the race lead, our West Coast Sim Racing GR Cup Championship in Season 3. It's Nico Colby leading Slater Colby right now less than 1/10 of a second. Slater Colby going to try that outside line, but it's so hard to make a pass actually happen out there. Maybe just trying to set up our next switch back here to the double right-handers out there, back and into the roller coaster section we go. There's also been that battle out there between Jake Steckler and Benjamin Forehand. I've continued to watch and rage. We checked on into it a little bit during our Crank It Up section. Man, Jake Steckler, he's going to have to worry about Benjamin Forehand continuing to crank up the heat all over that rear bumper of his Toyota GR86. There you see Jake Steckler, he's starting to push that thing just a little bit harder, a little bit more. They're going into the corners, starting to run 2 tires off of that asphalt. You got to push to be quick here, these Toyota GR86 machines. Let's see what they had. Let's see what Jake has for him down there within the braking zones. Remember, we saw Benjamin Forehand get really, really close out there within that rear bumper last time by that kind of reverse Martinsville corner. It's still Jake Steckler up there leading P7. Benjamin Forehand P8. There's Stone Colby. He falls back to P9 after, unfortunately, a little bit of argy-bargy. We'll just call it a slight mishap there. Well, I don't, excuse me, mishap's probably still the wrong word. It was contact. I don't think it was egregious contact, though. That is what I was trying to say. Stone Colby, he's, I've eaten my own words. That's what I'm trying to say there for Stone Colby. I do remember I actually have called Stone out of a race where I didn't think he had any front podium contention left up in it. Well, we'll have to see if Stone is able to get up here and win back into this battle for P1, P2, and P3, because the driver he is trying to deal with here tonight, it's Slater Colby up there for P2 in our championship battles. Brendan Birch, he's crawled his way back and up to P3, probably has his steak and fork and a knife out here right now. He's got a really nice view, probably better than any sort of TV that you could get there at home. Battles for the race lead still looking side by side. Here comes Brendan Birch. He might have something to say about who wins our final race in the Season 3 GR Cup Championship out of West Coast Sim Racing. Hopping on board here with Brendan Birch. It's right now a 4-car breakaway up in here between first, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. Jeremy Fletcher, he only sits 1.3 seconds back there. So after slamming on his brakes, trying to give as much time, or at least the spot back to Stone, Jeremy Fletcher is stalking, creeping out the dungeon, which is only about P5 or P6. All the it was 1.3 seconds just going into the corner. Jeremy Fletcher closes that all the way down to 8/10. That's my math is math. My quick math is math, and quick math's definitely a little bit different than math that I have time to think about there. I think that was about 5 or 6/10 of a second gained within one corner for Fletcher. Nico Colby back out here to the race lead in this Apex Motor Club Toyota GR86 machine. He's also got the vehiclebuyers.com Apex Motor Club machine of Slater Colby right there with them. Brendan Birch, same paint job, different colors there. It's the yins and yangs of road course racing. It's all coming down here to this. It's almost putting a tear in my eye. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you so much out there, every single one of you down there in YouTube land who's joining us here tonight, as well as those have made some chatter out there in YouTube land. We got DW Color said there's been a murder. Oh God, that there has been. We'll go we'll keep up here with this battle for the race lead. Hopefully no murders out here tonight after Slater Colby tries. Let's see if he sets up the switchback this time by. No, that left front is just not, it doesn't supply the grip that Slater Colby is asking there to try to set up the switchback. I don't even know if one is theoretically possible up there. I mean, throughout the corner, it would really, I think, it would really be a huge screw up for Nico Colby if something like that did happen. Battle for the race lead, only 0.17 seconds. Nico Colby, he's gonna have to try to play some defense. Defense right here into turn 15, coming on to turn 16, our final 2 corners of the track. There should be our final lap until that stage break caution. Right now, it was a 4-car breakaway out front. Jeremy Fletcher, he is now the caboose out there in the top 5. White flag lap for this opening stint of this 45-minute sprint. Slater Colby, he's going to have to, he's maybe trying some things here, maybe trying to back up some corners, possibly get a run out here, because we could be I think we're time traveling, you could say right now. We're taking a look into the future, what would be our white flag lap here in about 23 to 24 minutes time. Nico Colby still trying to do everything that he can to keep that door slammed shut, but Slater Colby, he keeps calling, he keeps ringing. Nico Colby saying, Nico, you home, buddy? Nico, you home? So I think it's just a matter of time here. Slater Colby might be busting down the door out of Nico Colby's rear bumper there. Here comes Slater Colby. He has a real nice run to do it. He's going to try the outside line. No contact there. Will this switchback heat up and ensue? No, still not able to make it happen for Slater. Brendan Birch still creeps out there within P3. Josh Hunter and Jeremy Fletcher should be coming towards the green and white checkered flag for our stage break this time by. What a race it's been here for Nico Colby. Started there, it's only been P3, but Nico works his way up towards the front of the pack. He's gotten back there, back to about 2 to 3, and then right back up towards the front. Nico Colby will be our GR Cup final season finale stage winner. Slater Colby, he's up there right with him. P2, it'll be Brendan Birch, Josh Hunter, Jeremy Fletcher. That's the top 5. Joe Rainey, how about Joe Rainey? Joe is continuing to hold off Benjamin Forehand for the battles for 6th and 7th on track. Stone Colby works his way back up to P8 after battling up here for the race lead. It'll be Ali Akse. Nice race for them here tonight. And the kind of reddish-orange steward at GR86 worked their way, they qualified P10, still sitting at P10. Warren Johnson, our league owner, he's one of our biggest movers out here tonight in that Verus Engineering. A little bit of Sprite colored on that toward a GR86 machine. He's worked his way up to 11th. I think this is one of the home tracks here for Warren. He's going to keep that thing rolling right up towards the front. How about Glenn Bratton? He's one spot to the one spot gain since the drop of the green flag in his 289 Moza Toyota GR86. Glenn, we appreciate you racing with us out here tonight, as is Marvin Samayoa. Unfortunately, Marvin, not the start of the race that he was looking for in that clean number 97 machine. I know his better half. I think actually, I think that she actually put that all together here for Marvin. So that is pretty cool. He runs that on his real life Camaro. American Power, but he's running that same paint scheme on his Toyota GR86 tonight. Amethyst Reese out of Crystal Gems, congratulations Amethyst, not only a podium finish last night at a Skidmark Sim Racing's Deuce and a Half, 2.5 hour event worth LMP3s and BMW M2s. Amethyst Reese came P3 in that BMW class, but as well as also got voted paint scheme of the race. So 10 iRacing credits were also headed her way. Appreciate Michael Limburger and everybody out there out of Skidmark Sim Racing who allowed me to come on board and join a endurance broadcast out there. Amethyst, nice run out to her for here tonight. She's running P14. It's Igor Ritzkov out there in 15th. Colton Juarez, Darren Colby, as well as Andreas Profana and Christine McAmey. Well, we have a quick time here, ladies and gentlemen. I think you know what time it is. It's time that we got to push this better half dash. Ladies, it's your turn to take the wheel. I know that you've been a race after race after race rooting on your man out there from behind YouTube land. Well, now it is your turn. And also, gentlemen, there is no better Valentine's Day gift to get your better half than a registered spot out here in that better half dash. It'll be mini stocks at Charlotte the night before Valentine's Day, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Format looks a little like this. It'll be 3 races, basically 2 heats and then a main feature, but they're all 10-minute races, equal points awarded for each race there. So I know that we already have about 7 to 8 better halves registered. Darren, if you have a copy out there in YouTube land, as well as Stone out there in YouTube land, make sure that you do accept your league invites for the better half dash. Speaking of that better half dash, hey, we got Colton Juarez out here tonight. Colton, he definitely has his better half all registered and ready to go. Colton, I hope you've been training her. I've been training my mom out there, and oh man, that's been a lot of fun out there. She's been taking on the AI sessions and trying to get as many laps down out there with her as she can. So this is pretty special. It's becoming actually a fairly big event, way more than I thought that would be registered for it. So hey, check it out there on YouTube land, and I'll make sure if anybody's interested in it, I will provide any more information. Also, thank you to all the sponsors and affiliates in the top right of the screen. I'm talking Camber and Caster. Oh boy, Cameron Caster, DL Designs, if you're looking for any iRacing paint teams. Also, Con Coaching. Make sure you hit up Zane if you're looking to find even more time out here within sim racing. Sim racing, it obviously applies to real life racing as we've seen throughout this whole league. Overstockvehicles.com, vehiclebuyers.com if you're looking to buy, if you are looking to sell. That's also Race to Stop Suicide, something that's just a little bit more personal to me there. Make sure you check on your friends and family members out there around you, more than just a hey every now and then. Stam Studio Network Racing Broadcast, that's what you're watching on right here, right now. Sean Stam producing, directing, commentating the show, as well as Slipstream Performance. They build to win both, I mean, pretty much all. Lots of real life racing out there. You see Slipstream Performance on lots of Mazda MX-5 Cup cars out there within, especially that's the official IMSA run sanctioned series. Obviously, West Coast Sim Racing, appreciate Warren Johnson, everybody down there for allowing me to come back here for this whole season 3, and hopefully we're able to get things, hopefully maybe we're able to get a contract sorted out there for the next season. I'd love to come back here for you, as well as every single one of the race fans here. Like I've said many, many times, we could not be doing that out here on the racetrack in YouTube land without these racers that continue to put on a show out here for us. It'll be Nico Colby, Slater Colby, Brendan Birch, Josh Hunter. That's the top 4 on this race restart. Also, Jeremy Fletcher, Joe Rainey, Benjamin Forehand, Stone Colby, Jake Steckler, Warren Johnson, Aliaxe Andrew, Marvin Samayoa, Glenn Bratton, Amethyst Reese, it's Igor Ritzkov, Golton Horace, Darren Colby, Andreas Perfana, and Christian McAnee. They're rounding out our 19 driver grid on this race restart. We got them restacked, we got them re-racked. There's only about 3 to 4 more turns to go until we take the final green flag on our GR Cup out here in West Coast Sim Racing League. And oh man, it really does bring a tear in my eye, man. Like I've said, time flies when you do have fun, and I guess time has flown out here for 3 seasons. It has been. Man, I don't know how you have all down there in YouTube land have dealt with me for just that long of time, and man, it's been a treat here getting to do what I love out here up in broadcasting land. So hopefully we have a great finish of this race. I know we will have a great finish of this race. It'll be Slater, Nico, Josh Hunter, Brendan Birch, Jeremy Fletcher, Joe Rainey, Benjamin Forehand, Stone Colby, Jake Steckler, Aliaxe Andrew, the top 10. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time this season, GR Cup, I want you to do something a little bit special, and I think you know what I'm about to say. I want you to get up, stand up for your life. Promise me neither of you will ever give up the fight down there in YouTube land, because we are green flag racing. Final time in the GR Cup Season 3 season finale out of West Coast Sim Racing. Nico Colby has the point out here on this race restart. It'll be Brendan Birch, Jeremy Fletcher, Josh Hunter, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Benjamin Forehand looking to join this battle up front as well. He's going to run that outside line. He's still got Josh Hunter down the inside. It's a front 4-car single file breakaway, then double file. Still Brendan Birch trying to make the inside, which switches back up to the outside line work. They're going to both continue to fight to put that throttle pedal back down on corner exit. Brendan Birch trying to hold it outside steady, but it should be Josh Hunter who's able to take away this P5 spot. Nico Colby still trying to run away from Slater for the race lead. Jeremy Fletcher, he's gained 1 spot on that race restart, and it looks like it was actually Benjamin Forehand who was able to slot that spot right back down and away. He'll put Josh Hunter to P6. Stone Colby is up to P7, working his way back up towards the front of the pack in that P2 position in our championship battles. Josh Hunter, Stone Colby, Joe Rainey, that's 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th position. Here comes a nice run out the corner for Josh, not able to get around to that side panel. Josh will still continue to sit P6. Back to the battle here, up here, out up front. It's Nico versus Slater. Slater worked his way back and up to about 1/10 of a second right there behind Nico Colby. Brendan Birch is also joining this battle as well. Look at how that's got shades of Sebring all over in our last race. Nico Colby sends it down as far into the inside as humanly possible out there. Continue just to play as much defense as he can. Got to be careful out here, boys, out of turn 16. Remember what we did see there from Stone and Jeremy Fletcher. Fletcher. Jeremy Fletcher still up there right then within this battle up here in P4. Right behind that's baby blue Apex Motor Club Toyota GR86 machine. Stone Colby has worked his way back up to P7. Right now trying to get around Josh Hunter. Also has Benjamin Forehand to work through out there as well. As far as some other battles go here on this race restarts, it's starting to heat up here between Marvin Samayo and Warren Johnson. Oh my God, Warren Johnson cresting the hill. He's got his cat-like reflexes out here tonight. Meow. He's still struggling for grip. It almost looks like there's got to be some sort of debris, or at least somebody ran off the track in front of it. At least it looks like there for Warren. Warren's still struggling for grip. You see that number 24, all sorts of twitchy. That is huge within the cockpit of this Toyota GR86 machine. Watch the hands go to work here for Warren Johnson, as not only just trying to fight for survival, but trying to make this pass. He's going to let Marvin go. Throws it back down there into first, just trying to get even more run off of the corner. And there you see it still slipping out there for Warren Johnson. Hopefully he's able to get a little bit more grip up within those. Oh man, I was about to say his race sponsor tires, but obviously Continental race sponsors out here tonight on the tires. Slater Colby, he is all over that back bumper. You're going to see Nico Colby throw it down the inside as a major block for the race lead, trying to just deny Slater Colby at this rate. He does not want any side-by-side action happening, because we have seen side-by-side out here at Sonoma. It is not only detrimental for you and your momentum and your racing lines, but it will open up that door right back and around for more battles out there to join your rear bumper. As we say that, Jeremy Fletcher, he makes his right down away out of Brandon Burge's position. My God, Fletcher. He has been up and around, I think, just about every position up here within the top 10. Worked his way up to the P3 final driver interview spot. Hey, Brandon Birch not going anywhere, though. He'll only fall back to about 0.3 of a second right there behind him. Hopping on board here with Brandon Birch. Let's watch those hands go to work within our SS section. Excuse me. I thought it was the other NASCAR layout for a brief second. We'll go carousel here as we're on board with Brandon Birch. He has a front row battle for that race lead up there in front of him. It was a little bit of side-by-side. Nico Colby's able to run that inside swing. It was transitioned back into the inside line once again. Jeremy Fletcher's joining this battle out here up front, side-by-side for our season finale out here at Sonoma at West Coast Sim Racing. Nico Colby continues to hold off the field. Slater Colby is a shot out of a cannon right here in the second half of this race. Slater is looking like he is demanding a race win out here from Little Bro. Not going to move him out of the way, at least just yet. There has been some contact, but nothing egregious. That's what you get out of. That's what you're going to get out of Cup racing out here, especially in iRacing. Hey, we don't got to worry about the time and effort and money it's spent to repair one of these puppies right back up. Those dents will fix themselves right back out and away. Slater Colby. Oh, Stone Colby. Excuse me, that was Slater Colby. Oh my God. I think he's going to have a new profession in Formula Drift. I think I'm going to need a breather out here. I don't have time for one. Brendan Birch, Josh Hunter, 3 wide going into turn 1. That's not going to work. Josh Hunter, he goes around. Contact. No, it's Brendan Birch again. Another top 3. Gone for the number 36 machine. You got to feel it for Brendan. Oh man, here's our race replay. Oh, we're gonna have to back that one up here once, twice, or thrice, because that really started to present itself out there, out of turn 16. Here comes the start-finish stripe. We're gonna start to lean on each other here. Excuse me, we're really not. It was a slight bit of contact for Brendan and Josh. It was really Stone out there. Oh man, Stone a little deep into the corner. Contact off the right front. He's gonna pick up the spare out there if this was Wee Bowling. Back up here to the race lead, and Nico Colby not missed anything for the battle for the race lead, but we have missed for that position for P2. Really. Do I have time? Okay, yeah, I don't think Jeremy's going to get a run here right now. Here comes a quick look at how Jeremy Fletcher was able to make his way down and into P2. I think that was the inside line through carousel section. That's what I mentioned earlier. You do not want to leave the door open, especially coming in within these last 13 minutes to go left within the race. Slater Colby, I mean, he definitely didn't do it on purpose, but that's what it takes here to haul butt around Sonoma and these Toyota GR86 machines. It's elevation hungry. There's corners that are off camber. It's championship night, so emotions are high. This race, it is the race that will make or break your whole season. Nico Colby continues to lead. I think he has had, what is this? 12 laps led out here tonight. That's not saying anything right now, though, for Jeremy Fletcher. If we take a look at the last lap time here between our two front race leaders, you will see it is a little back and forth, Say it with me. Come on, join me. It's cat and mouse. Bow. It's look at 14, a whole 1.6 faster for Fletch. But look at 15 and 17. It's barely faster for Nico. I think the big picture right there is within lap 18. The last lap, Fletcher was able to get 0.4 of a second, even with Stone Colby all over his rear bumper. Excuse me, that's Slater. There's Stone Colby all over Slater's rear bumper. This is why I didn't write off Stone here earlier on in the race here, because well, who it is. It's knocking all over that rear bumper. Slater versus Stone. Battle for that second position in our podium. Battle for the race lead out here, out up front. I know that there's great battles out there all around the racetrack, but we got to stick out here with the story, which is Nico Colby could be sending it off here within our last couple 10 minutes to go. Could he lead within each and one single of these laps? And up until the white flag, does Jeremy Fletcher try to make something happen just a little bit sooner than that? Nico Colby's going to run those left side tires off the racetrack, trying to play even a little bit more defense. This is going to get tight here. Jeremy Fletcher sends it down the inside. I didn't even know this was a passing opportunity. Here comes Fletcher. He's going to have the inside line. The runs will be even out there. Turns 15. Oh, Slater Colby looking to join this picture as well. Stone Colby licking his chops. Also, Joe Rainey is starting to join this battle about 1.2 seconds back here. This is getting good out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Championship run, season finale. Jeremy Fletcher out here to the race lead, gets it away from Nico Colby out of turns 15 and 16. There's still a long way to go, a long time to get there. These drivers looking today do what they say can't be done. Contact there for the race lead. Jeremy Fletcher, he gets his drifting license after, I don't know if Nico shoved him or just bumped him, said I was there. Definitely Nico Colby back out to the race lead. Stone has now passed Slater in third position. Not only final driver interview spot, but P2 and champ. It's also Marvin Samayoa, Jake Steckler out there. They were going at it for 6th and 7th. Jake Steckler still looking to try to make a move out there through in that top 5 driver category. It's Apex Motor Club right there versus, hey, Marvin's got some laps out there at Apex Motor Club out there as well. These drivers continue to run 0.3 of a second. Get back up to the front because it's starting to heat up once again. Now it's Jeremy Fletcher. He's going to have that inside line, trying to take it right back and down and away from Nico. There goes that inside, and that is the offense that we like to see. Another textbook pass out of Jeremy Fletcher. Nico Colby's going to have to regroup. He's just going to have to put his head down right here. There's not too much. Your options are continuing to run out right now for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Nico, he's going to try to play that little bit more mental game. Maybe thinks about sending it down the inside. Nope, not able to make it happen. Nico, he's going to okay, he got to catch his breath as I am as well. It's now once again triple Colby action out up front, trying to hound Jeremy Fletcher. Here comes the nothing but a hound dog. It's Nico Colby hound dogging what was the rear and now the side door, side by side, door to door, leaning on each other, going up into turns 1, 2. Here we go. Nico Colby looks down the inside, not quite having that run off the corner. Fletcher still our race leader. This is running out of time out here for this battle for the race lead because now Stone, he's worked his way up to P3. He is all over Nico's rear bumper. Same story could said to be about Slater as well as Joe Rainey. This battle has been so tight up here within the front running pack that it has now slowed down the front 5 runners, allowed Joe Rainey to get right back up here within this battle. We could be chatting with any single one of these drivers out here tonight. It's still anyone to go. Jeremy Fletcher contacts there out of his right rear quarter after he gets way slides it out there on a quarter exit, trying to really take away Stone Colby's race line. That allows Nico Colby back into the inside. Only 7 minutes left to go in the race. Here comes Joe Rainey. This one's going to be a fun one to go through the S's. Let's see how much of a run Joe is able to pick up out here with that slipstream and draft capabilities. I mean, we're pretty much a slight lift of the throttle out here. Get this thing back to rotate and then now flooring it, at least out of Taurus 15. 14, and then headed to 15. Don't want to end up at the tire barriers there. Very well played for Joe Rainey. Joey gets a little bit deeper into that braking zone compared to Slater, but not really able to make anything happen up there with it. It's Marvin Samayoa, Jake Steckler, Alex Andrew, Amethyst Reese. Also, Darren Colby has been doing a really nice job right now at holding off Colton Juarez. I think they've been going at it here between the last 12, excuse me. Well, yeah, it probably has been 12 laps, but I have been noticing it last 3 to 4. Darren now, he's up to P10. That's 5 spots gained on the race, trying to run away from Colton Juarez. Also, still, that Scott Adams driver development machine, the number 35, Benjamin Forand. He's also having a nice night here tonight, running 12th. Trying to reel in Colton Juarez, who's Colton is kind of the meat of the sandwich right now, in between 10th and 11th and 12th. Go back up here to, Ali actually looks a little slow out there on racetrack. I think actually contact out there with Ali actually and Amethyst Reese. Amethyst maybe, oh goodness gracious, look at, I mean, here comes the, we'll get back here to live racing action. That one is a little too close to call out here for me up in the booth later. It's Jeremy Fletcher who leads them all with only 4.5 minutes to go. The lap times are ranging at about the 1 minute 42 second range. So we should be seeing about, which should be about 4 laps to go here if my quick math is math. And Jeremy Fletcher, Nico Colby, Stone Colby, Slater Colby. There's the difference there between Nico and Stone. Look at lap 20 there, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 20, it was dead even between Nico and Stone. And that's even with the up here battles all throughout this front 4 battles, especially battles for the race lead. I continue to talk about the argy-bargy and continuing to battle up here with between one another. That's just allowing more and more drivers to join up here out up front. Look who's starting to tag onto the back of this pack here, respectively. It's the Marvin Tater. It's Marvin Samayoa continuing to close that gap up there between himself and Joe Rennie. That'll be for P6. Also, Jake Steckler starting to get a little bit closer up here within this front snaking battle here for the race lead. It's our season finale out here. West Coast Sim Racing should be Andrew Bown, our champ, as long as he doesn't incur any race penalties here tonight. Looks like Andrew Bown has played the safe card out here, not made it out to the racetrack, but probably most definitely watching down there in YouTube land. Andrew, if we are, an early congratulations here to you. We'll get that ceremony rocking and rolling here in just a few moments' time. With Nico Colby, Stone Colby, Slater Colby is now still between second battle within the championship standings. Also, we can't forget about Nico and Joey. They were separated. I believe they were tied out here coming into the race. What could have been 13 points between the two. Nico Colby still battling up here for the race lead. As long as he finishes 4 tires going straight, we could be seeing Nico Colby up there within 4th in the point standings after this one is all said and done with. How about Josh Hunter? Josh, he's been battling up there within those front-running drivers, but unfortunately, Josh shown right now in P18, actually shown in the virtual garage up there. So, oh man, it's another hard-fought race for that driver, the number 81. I believe we've actually chatted with Josh out there within our live driving, our top 3 driver interview booth a few times throughout the season. And great guy overall, and as well as also a great driver with a lot of great pace, coming in with 4,000 road course iRating. That takes years to accomplish. We'll jump back out here in the race lead with Jeremy Fletcher, 6,000 road course iRating, leading Nico Colby with 4,100. We are now in the 43rd minute race for what should be 2 more laps to go out here in our season finale at West Coast Sim Racing. It'll be door to door, excuse me, it won't be door to door. Looks like Stone Colby's able to clear away that position and battle up there for P2. It is now deja vu up between our front 2 runners, the purple and white of that JFR esports machine of Jeremy Fletcher and the Apex Motor Club VehicleBuyers.com machine of Stone Colby. There's only 0.2 of a second separating our race leaders. Jeremy Fletcher, you can kind of compare and contrast the racing lines right there. You saw Jeremy with an earlier turn into the corner, really really helped that right front to dig into the track, rotate, as well as nice run off of the exit. Here comes Jeremy leading them down our straightaway and into the sharp right-hander going into S's section for what should be 2 more laps to go tonight. He says now Jeremy Fletcher's opened up the gap now to at least 3/10 of a second, but here comes that slipstream. If any of that draft is there for Stone, it is actually it's there and loud and proud. That gap got itself down to about itself from 3/10 of a second down to 2/10 of a second, but now unfortunately Stone gave it all back up there within corner entrance. 44 minutes to go out of this 45-minute race. We should be approaching this white flag lap out here for our season finale championship run at GR Cup at a West Coast sim racing. Barney the flag man throws it loud and proud. He should be up there in the top left of your screen. There he is, Barney. There he is. Man, Barney's going to have to take a massage out here during our season off because he has been waving some green flags, so many white flags, and so many checkers out here throughout the season. So many different drivers that we've got to chat up here within the top 3 driver interview booth. And like I said earlier, it kind of makes me tear up talking about, man, it's another season in the books. Time flies when you're having fun, and Jeremy Fletcher's definitely having a lot of fun out up here tonight. It's Stone Colby, Nico Colby, Slater Colby, Joe Rainey. He's not up here, he's still not done with this battle out here after still running up in front of Marvin, trying to reel in Slater by about half a second back. Ali XA, Amethyst Reese, Darren Colby, that's 8th, 9th, and 10th. Benjamin Forant continues to try and pass Darren Colby on this white flag lap here for that final 10th position spot. There goes Benjamin Forant. Darren Colby goes off the racetrack out there, going to sniff the grass out there or something. No, Darren, no! He's going to lose 2 to 3 positions out there. Still shown in the green flag since the drop, the green since the drop. Darren, nice race out here tonight. Still 2 positions gained. Jeremy Fletcher, he has joined us out here kind of throughout the half of the season, but we couldn't appreciate Jeremy joining out there with us more. God, he's put on some race shows out there for the race fans, as well as kept our drivers on their tippy toes. Lots of real-life drivers out here tonight, but not a lot of them are actually real-life champions. Whoa, we got one going, the Chastain. Slater Colby trying to get up there, back to Stone for P2 in the championship. Not gonna make it happen for Chastain Jr. That's Jeremy Fletcher, who takes away the Toyota GR86 West Coast Sim Racing GR Cup season finale. He drifts it up there going to turns 1. Stone Colby, he'll take P2, as well as the championship P2. Slater Colby will take away P3. Nico Colby P4. Joe Rainey P5. No, get back here, Jeremy. No, no, no. Congratulations. There's the fireworks there for him, as well as fireworks for the one, the only. It's our Toyota GR Cup champion, Andrew Bown. Congratulations, Andrew. Congratulations, Stone. Congratulations, Slater. That should be the top 3 drivers who are awarded also a plaque here at the end of this season. I'll be chatting up here with our unofficial, I will be chatting with our top 3 driver interviews, as well as Andrew Bown if he's down here in YouTube land tonight. I'll also be showing those official race results as congratulations. I mean, a 19 driver grid to rack up the season in GR Cup. That's qualifying results. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Close your eyeballs. Here they come. It's our race results. Congratulations, Jeremy Fletcher, to the line by 4/10 of a second. It's Stone Colby, P2, Slater Colby, P3, Nico Colby, Joe Rainey, Marvin Samayoa, Jake Steckler, Ali Akse, Amethyst Reese, and Brenton Birch, the top 10. Colton Morris, Igor Ritzkov, Warren Johnson, Benjamin Forant, Glenn Breton, Christine McKenna, Darren Colby, Josh Hunter, and Andreas Profana rounding out our top 19. As I magically make my way down and over into victory lane here, I promise I'm going to try not to. There he is. It's the one. It's the only. How about you? Hey, Dr. Andrew Bown, you got yourself a copy, man.
Howdy, Sean. How we doing, man? It's a good stream tonight.
Hey, thank you. That means the world there coming from you, Andrew. And congratulations, man. You're going to be our GR Cup champion. Man, I know that you didn't even have to race here tonight, and I really applaud you actually going for that safe call. Did I get that right, that if you just would have got maybe a race penalty, that could have thrown you out of the championship?
Yep, according to the official point standings, yeah, that's the case. Decided to play it safe tonight. It's a lot of fun. It's cool watching the race live for once.
Well, Andrew, congratulations, man. This is a hard work. This is a whole season worth of hard work that has definitely paid off here for you. Is there anything that you're going to do to celebrate? You're going to await that plaque there in the mail?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Warren sends me. The photos of the last season stuff, pretty cool. So looking forward to getting one of those. Honestly, it's a pretty cool feeling. I don't race in real life or anything. Never touched a race car, so it's pretty neat to see that I can at least behind the sticks keep up with these guys. No idea how to do behind an actual car, but this is real for me. I enjoy it.
Man, I'm right there with you, tearing up just talking about it, Andrew. I do have to ask you a little bit of a kind of hard question here, though. And wait, hang on. I just had it. Okay, there it was. If you had to choose kind of a race moment throughout this whole season, and you don't, there's been so many other 12 race season. If you had to choose kind of one of your favorite moments or kind of just most wild moment of the race season, is there anything that really comes off the top of your head there, Andrew?
Oh, I think it was like week 2. We were at Brands Hatch. It was me, Stone, and I think it was Joey Rainey. We finished all within like a tenth of each other across the line. It was the white flag lap, and there was lap traffic that didn't get out of the way, screwed my lineup, and I think Joey caught up like a full second, and then Stone was in the mix, and it was insane, the last battle of that final lap.
That's what it's all about there. Battles that we can continue to think about. I mean, night after night after night. It's even better up there when you're winning the champ. Congratulations, Andrew Bown. Final time for this season. Who are you dedicating? Not only this, who you dedicating the whole championship to? Who you shouting out to tonight, Andrew?
Just a shout out to Warren for always, just making me part of this league. It's a lot of fun. I really look forward to these races every week. I look forward to next season. And Sean, thanks for broadcasting stuff, put it on YouTube, so you can always go back and look at it down the road. This is great, man. I love it.
I appreciate it, Andrew. That's what keeps me moving down there in YouTube land below. Have a great rest of your night, Andrew, and a quick little rest of your off season. Hopefully be back here with you in another driver interview in just a few weeks' time. Thanks, Andrew.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hey, Stone, you got yourself a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, another P2 on the grid here. Oh, excuse me, on the finish. Man, you led some laps here tonight. You had some really nice battles up there with the pros, as well as Jeremy Letzer. Stone, you finished out your P2. I think you'll get the P2 in the point standing as well, though. How was your race here tonight behind the driver number 52?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a lot of fun. I just wanted to have fun this season, so it was good. Close battles with everybody, and Jeremy getting in the mix every once in a while, and yeah, no, I mean, it was a lot of fun. No complaints.
Man, Stone, lots of fun to watch you out here throughout this whole season. I mean, shoot, it's been, what, 2 or 3 seasons out here already, and man, the time flies when you're having fun. And man, Stone, I know that you finished up here so many podium positions. I think at one point actually broke the Stam Studio Network broadcasting podium finishing consecutive orders up there, and this just, man, it's another one with it, Stone. Congratulations. I know it's really where you wanted to finish, but we continue to see this consistency, this effort and pace here from you. It's just a matter of time, just like last season as well. Stone, who you shouting out here tonight?
Just Warren for putting on a great league, everybody that runs it, and friends and family for watching. Overstock Vehicles, vehiclebars.com, and yeah, we'll go for it next season.
Well, appreciate your time and effort here, Stone. Real quick before we let you get going, I saw quite a few drivers here as the track can kind of continue to heat up. How was tire management out here tonight?
Oh, those tires were smoked before the first half. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, especially with how much faster these new GRs are with the off cameras on this track. It's not easy. The S's and the old car, you could hit it flat out, and this car you had to lift. So it was definitely a little bit to get used to. I think we were about 2 seconds a lap faster. So.
Golly. Well, Stone, okay, I'm so glad that you said that. That makes me feel a little bit better, because I thought we were flat out there as well, and then no, sir. Sonoma Raceway, if you're listening, we're gonna have to get this place rescanned with that new tarmac in here. Stone, thank you so much. Congratulations on another P2. Congratulations on P2 on the season. And hopefully we're chatting with you Wednesday nights in Top 3 driver interview.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Sean.
It's the one. It's the only. Hey, about you, Slater. You got yourself a copy.
I'm here.
All righty, Slater. Hey, another podium finish up there, right there behind Stone. A lot of laps led here for you tonight as well, but also, man, some side by side. I think you also, I think at one point here tonight, Slater, you became a Formula Drift driver. I'm sure the tires were dead after that. Slater, kind of walk us briefly, kind of through your race.
Yeah, shout out JFR for the save. I was definitely going around, so he hit my front end and kept me straight. But it was a good battle tonight. There was definitely some spots we went, 2 and 3 wide in spots that you definitely weren't supposed to. So it was definitely very sketchy in some areas. But I tried to pull a little Ross Chastain moment in the last corner, and it actually ended up working. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was a good season overall. Good last race. Would have been nice to have Andrew out there, but I guess he just wants to sit on the couch and not play with the big boys.
Hell yeah, brother. Damn right. Enjoy my beer.
But yeah, it was a good season. Warren put on a great league. All the broadcasting we do. Definitely is fun to go back and watch, and it kind of pulls everyone together to get on during the weekdays and hang out and race each other, so it's fun.
Well, thank you so much for that, Slater. And I will say, I did catch the Chastain action live, but I didn't see up until, yeah, you did. You mug, you made that work over Nico. Nico slideways across turn 15, 16. Golly. Slater, that's what it's all about right there. I saw Stone, I think, practice it up there and practice, and then, but he like pancakes that outside tire barriers after kind of you run the Chastain, and it sent him sideways.
No, yeah, it was fun. I was like, last lap, why not? Screw it. So I just sent it, and this season was fun. I did. We were on for a little bit last night, and I kind of saw the wall, and I was like, I wonder if we can do this. And so I just like ended up hitting it, and if the tires weren't on the exit, you could definitely just go wide open through there, but you have to lift at the end so you don't hit the tires, because if you hit the tires, your freaking ends up crushing your whole front end. But no, it was fun.
Golly, it was fun. It was fun race. It was fun season, Slater. Thank you so much. I forget, have I already asked you for your shout outs here yet?
No, not yet, but obviously you for broadcasting, Warren for putting on a league and dealing with all the bull crap behind the scenes, and vehicle buyers, overstock vehicles, friends and family for watching every week. And yeah, now time to race Wednesday and then race for real this weekend.
Hey, best of luck out there to the 3 of you. Well, I guess the 4 of you, this weekend out at Apex there, Slater. And hopefully we're chatting there with you for Wednesday night in virtual podium finishing lane there. Slater, thanks again, man.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to head on that. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's the one. It's the only. How about you, Warren? You got yourself a coffee, man.
I'm here, Sean. How are you doing?
Man, Warren, another immaculate car track combo out here tonight. I think it's your home track too, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, 20 minutes away from me, so it is my home track. It's a good one too.
There it is. Well, Warren, we saw you up there. That's 4 spots gained here tonight. You finished B13. How was your race here tonight? Shoot, how was your whole season out there in this GR Cup?
It was a good race. I just spun at the top of the hill with Benjamin spun in front of me, and it kind of threw me off, and then the tires, and it just is what it is. I think I was in P8 when that happened. But other than that, no, it was a good race. I love racing here, obviously, being my home track and all, and it's a great racing track. Hopefully I think it's going to be a permanent track in this league. We're going to run it at least once every year, so yeah, it's a good time. The season, it was a great season. I thought we nailed the tracks a little more than we did. Next season's going to be a lot better. What threw it off was the GR86s getting an update, so they became like a lot faster on certain tracks, or on all tracks. But like, there's like 4. It was like it gained like 4 seconds on like on a minute and a half track. Gained 4 seconds, and it's just like. So like the Tsukuba race was ridiculous. That was like, that should not be a racetrack that we race on. I didn't know it was going to be that bad. There was a couple other ones that were a little iffy. Like I think Knock Hill, that was a little sketch too. But other than that, I think it was a great season. congrats to all the people who are on the podium. We're going to work out the points here at the end of the race and see what happens. But I still think I'm pretty sure Andrew got the win there. So congrats to him and Stone and Slater on P2 and 3, or wherever they end up. But it's gonna be fun next season. We're looking forward to Thursday night finishing out GT Challenge. Andrew's got another race he's got to lock in for and get for the win. So good luck to him in there.
Mount Panorama too. Woo.
Yeah, he better qualify good there. But just thanks to everyone who's watched in every race the whole season, and thanks to all the people that race. And like Jeremy, he comes in. This guy's a pro race driver, and he takes the time out of his day and his busy schedule to come race in my league. That's really special to me, and I appreciate that. And Zane, he comes in. He's a good help with the coaching sponsors. He's done a couple races, so thanks to him and for being a good sponsor. All the viewers again for watching, you for broadcasting a good season. We'll see what's going on with that for the future, and I look forward to all the races in the future for us.
I appreciate it, Warren, and I'll definitely. There's still some text to come your way. I've been thinking, so we'll see if there's anything still on the table there for next season. Before I head on out of here, I'm gonna leave y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations here to our actual race winner here, Warren. Here, stick around here if there's anything left for you to say on YouTube, man. But in all seriousness, though, congratulations, our race winner, Jeremy Fletcher, who gets it done. Man, lap side here tonight, but it wasn't easy. Jeremy, you got yourself a copy.
Yeah, I got you. I felt like the kid in the classroom that actually had the answer and wanted to talk the whole time.
I bet. You know it is. Got to keep the intensity of viewers. Wait, I don't know how it goes. But Jeremy, man, congratulations on not only some real life racing wins, or excuse me, the real life racing win in Daytona Race 2, but as well as here tonight. Jeremy, you're racing with us, and it's so cool to see, as Warren said out here. Man, you're putting it to the drivers, but keep it a lot of fun to watch. Jeremy, what was your race out here tonight from Sonoma like?
Yeah, me and Stone had a little incident, but I'm not in here in the championship, but obviously I'm gonna come out, have a good time with the guys, and it's the championship race. You're supposed to be out here and race the best in the league. Unfortunately, we were missing a couple people, and our champion, I guess unofficially, we'll find out how the points go down. But yeah, I'm just out here to have a good time. I'm unofficial. I don't affect the points in any shape or form. So we'll see what comes of that, and I'm just happy to come out here, have a good time. I got into Stone a little bit early on. I think a bit of net code, and came back strong after the caution, got it done, and keeping my undefeated streak alive.
God, it was quite a fun race to watch here, Jeremy. Man, it looked back there pretty fun out there from behind the wheel as well. Some side-by-side battles all the way throughout the racetrack. Jeremy, if you had to pinpoint one corner entrance, is it Carousel? What was kind of the best corner to make a pass out here tonight?
You always want to catch somebody off guard, but when their championship's at stake, you don't want to kind of throw it down. So I was sticking to the double right in the back half and the last corner primarily, just to try and not jeopardize anybody else's race.
Hey, champion doing champion type things right there, Jeremy. Congratulations on your race win here tonight too. You shouting out. Who are you dedicating this race win here to?
The whole JFR Esports team, the Gun and Holster store, you for putting on a great broadcast as always, keeping us entertained and on our toes. Warren for throwing this league together and always keeping it fair and balanced. The Colbys, the Rainies, Marvin for giving me some lead follow practice. Birch for always keeping it funny in Discord, and yeah, everyone that really throws it together. Steck for rage quitting half the time. It's always a good time to come out here, get on the sim, and have some serious racing while also having fun in Discord.
Oh man, really well said there, Jeremy. Man, I appreciate that. That's what keeps me moving, driven back here behind the scenes. And man, thank you so much for dedicating your time out here back here behind the scenes as well. So Jeremy, thank you. Thank all the racers out here tonight. Thank the league owner Warren Johnson and sponsors and affiliates out there top right. I think that's going to do it for everybody. This whole race season, GR Cup Season 3, West Coast Sim Racing is in the books. Jeremy Fletcher comes our way with our Sonoma last race win. Stone Colby P2, Slater P3. Championship should go to Andrew Bown, Stone P2, Slater P3. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart here. I appreciate each and every single one of you down there in YouTube land that's down there racing with us. I'll hopefully see you Thursday night, and then hopefully see you next season. Thanks, everybody. Sean Stam, Stam Studio Network. Have a great race, great night.